This is clarifications, role of Abhyasi on the morning meditation from Bodhayanti Parasparam, Volume 2. So last time we completed till here, that it is this experience that has to lead us to the awareness that nothing is real except this nothingness. And this forms the basis for getting rid of attachment of all kinds. Contemplation on this condition is the path. Just to say that is the condition and it is very high serves little purpose. This is what I call imperience patterns. Now we'll start with the other questions. Some meditations are without consciousness with experiences like dreams. This type of experiences arise when Vishuddha Chakra is active and dreamlike states inform us of the samskaras that are holding us and the struggle of the psyche is indicated. During morning meditation, I had a dreamlike state where I found myself working in my office with reappointment after the retirement with salary, and in the office I suddenly sit on the floor, and after that I cannot get up in spite of my best efforts. I cannot even drag myself, and after sufficient turmoil, I come back to senses, and then I feel, oh, I am in meditation. The idea of reappointment, etc., are all connected to attachment to money, and your psyche is informing you of the attachment you have for the same in spite of its repeated efforts to pull out. During morning meditation, I had a dreamlike state where I was by the side of a river and it will be in spate, and I will be watching it. Attachment to the sensuous. Note that water means emotional attachment, as I have explained in Path of Grace. During meditation, sometimes involuntarily bedtime prayer, repentance comes to mind, and I really repent for having come away from Him. And sometimes the repentance will be so deep that I shall weep for some time. This is not proper. There is a time and place for everything. It is not bedtime prayer that comes to you. It is only repentance, which is good, but not at the right time. Meditation is waiting on Master. Repentance is seeing ourselves in a mirror. Felt surrender to Master for spiritual guidance. Felt a thoughtless state after. Another day felt complete submission, calm, and balanced afterwards. Surrender is a condition that develops after the development of Viveka, Vairagya, Saswarupa Jnana, and Bhakti. Spiritually, it is a high condition. The point I make is that we should be clear about the various spiritual conditions that emerge in the inner core of our being and then express our feelings. It is good, calmness and balance conditions are being felt, but you may kindly note that whenever we think of God, we get calmness, and whenever we think of ourselves and our problems, we get disturbed. Please do read the articles on control of mind and concentration of our beloved Master. Felt unhappy for lacking devotion. On 10th, at the end, felt heavy. Tightness below the neck, slightly to the left for about 5 minutes. Also felt bliss with complete absorption. Initially had some thoughts about spiritual miracles by Raghavendra Swami of Mantralaya. Also had thoughts about understanding others' thoughts. Had a feeling of cleaning someone else known to be very much disturbed. Felt heat in the forehead during this. Devotion is also a spiritual condition that develops, and the feeling called devotion when we start our sadhana is a magnified expression of our awareness of a force above us which seems to respond to our prayers, etc. Such a force tends to get personified into various forms according to the tradition in which one is born. Each of us accepts a saint or Mahatma, as the case may be, as the representative of that force. During meditation, we should be on the task of maintaining the thought of divine light in the heart and memory of various expressions of the divine, or trying to be aware of the greatness of the divine would be deviating from the task on hand. Forehead is too broad an area to be of any significance spiritually. Try to localize the feelings when it may become possible to assess your condition. Sufferings are too many, and each has his share in the miseries and afflictions. And meditation is not the time to think about and pray for other persons and their difficulty. We'll take a pause. Any questions? Anything so far?
Sir, one small query. Can I?
Yeah, go ahead, sister.
Sir, you say this is try to localize the feelings when it may become possible to assess your conditionment. How it should be done?
Feelings you'll feel, no, in your whole being. So, what are the kinds of feelings?
Whether that emanates from heart, feeling from heart.
Heart involves the whole body. It's not just heart made of flesh and blood located in a particular location.
Right.
So when the divine light is there in the heart, blood mixes with that divine vibration and then spreads all over the body. So heart is not, if you read Efficacy of Rajayoga, Babuji says that when we talk about the heart, people think of what is made up of flesh and blood only. It's a very narrow view of things. Heart is everything, including inside and outside.
It spread all through body.
The whole being is, the whole being is heart for us. So what you feel in your body and mind, the whole being, it's a very unitary thing. So whatever you feel, suppose you feel calmness, suppose you feel a kind of a feeling that you're insignificant when compared with the vast divine, that insignificance is that feeling is devotion. And then you feel you're inseparable with God. You feel that, everything is transient and then everything passes away in this world. That is a feeling of viveka. Or you feel detached from world. That is a feeling of vairagya. You feel reverence for God. You feel balance. You feel simplicity. You feel plainness. If you start trying to put these feelings down, you'll find language to express those feelings. So feelings are related to the whole being, which includes the body, mind, and sense organs. Everything. It's not a heart is not made of flesh and blood, which is pumping the blood. It includes everything.
So when he meant localize, it meant it's not physically, but trying to put on words what feeling we have. That should be the idea.
No, I didn't.
Localize meant?
Try
to localize the feelings meant?
Localize means he wants you to
sum up entire feeling.
No. He wants you to define that feeling, whether it is devotion or interdependency or surrender or reverence, like that. Localize put it in proper words. That's what he means.
Yes, sir. Understood. Thank you.
Anything else? Or we can go ahead. One very peculiar thing I experienced this month, and probably before also few times, was that during meditation satsang, my condition changes suddenly with a jerk. From somewhat disturbed, unsettled state to a very calm, peaceful, and settled state. It happens suddenly, and the new state is like a calm lake and brings happiness. Meditation starts generally with a few thoughts relating mostly to that day's activities or matters of the past few days. Then the thought gets stabilized on the object of meditation for some time, and this time it lapses into state of absorbency. Then again, the cycle starts. This phase in meditation is passed over as we advance in meditation, where we get thoughts in the beginning, and then there is a continuous state of absorbency. Divine thought was present all the time during meditation. Even so, this condition will not be something that would last. We go through states of laya many times in our march to infinity. On one particular day, felt gross after meditation due to disturbing thoughts related to office work. You felt the effects of the thoughts as disturbing during meditation. But to say that you felt gross is not correct. The weight of the thoughts continued because of excessive attachment to work-related problems. These thoughts do not form usually samskaras and cannot be considered anything other than mala of a kind. Do not worry, these are common for sadhakas and we should learn to ignore them. After half an hour, I find it difficult to meditate since asana, stable position, becomes unstable. Try shifting the posture and continue the meditation for the full 1 hour. Prayed Master to give more satisfactory results with meditation so that the bliss of life will not come in the way. We should not ask for anything in meditation. Meditation on divine light in the heart is done and we wait on the Master. It is for him to give or not give. Do not commit this mistake of asking for conditions. The predominant feeling I noticed during this month is love towards Master during meditation. After the completion of the meditation, most of the time I'm feeling calmness. Love is a great word and has many meanings. Love carries with it many times the idea of possessiveness also. Watch out for the shade of feeling which you call love. Love also demands that we should be prepared to die for the thing, person loved. Try to bring more appropriate words to express your feelings: dedicatedness, devotion, faith, servitude, service, etc. Felt bit restless after the meditation for not seeing the ultimate. Ultimate condition is something where the ego, which turns into individuality and later into identity, is lost almost. More thoughts on morning meditation. During meditations, we should try our best to be oriented to the divine light without luminosity. This being a demand that mind cannot fulfill, it will try its best to search its stacks to see whether it has some memory which corresponds to that demand. Since there is nothing like that, it will throw out all that it has. According to the other important and or recent times stimuli, it has been entertaining before meditation. If we entertain any of them, we waste our time during meditation. If we ignore, mind comes to the state where it says there is nothing corresponding to the demand to locate divine light without luminosity, and in that helplessness, it settles down and calmness is found. That is the time the influx from the divine strikes its root in our mind heart and we start moving in the path. There is no point in thinking about others' attitudes when they do not give happiness. As a matter of fact, our master, revered Babuji, said, These afflictions are necessary for developing forbearance and tolerance, the two virtues we should develop as we progress in sadhana. We are Atmans, that is, those who think and move. This is our normal state of existence. During meditations, we come to know our real nature of Brahman, that is, one who thinks and grows. Expansion of consciousness is direct revelation that our true nature is to grow. Non-divine thoughts arise both in the state of kshipta at the beginning of meditations as also after the state of ekagravatti due to vacuum that is created in our hearts, which are filled by these thoughts emerging from deep within. This second one is bhog, and that is why we feel light afterwards. When the thought of divine light is given in the beginning, it continues in the background, subconsciously, and you do not worry about whether you are conscious of it or otherwise. As the thoughts that are lying buried deep down are coming out for evaporation, you are stopping meditation because of the unkindly nature of thoughts. That this is not correct. Please continue meditation till 1 hour period is over. Patience and forbearance starts with our own thoughts first, and then only it becomes natural with that of others. You cannot change the nature of thoughts that arise during meditation from the deep layers of consciousness, as they are your own collected and coolly stored in the depths of your being. Learn to know them and develop humility if necessary by the process of repentance. Thoughts are all that we have stored in the deep core of our heart, and they do come up for evaporation during meditation. Do not give any attention to them and ignore them. That way, they do not get recharged and get deeper, but we feel light as we are off from a load. Just take a pause to see if there is anything, questions. Anything to add, sir?
It's fine.
Okay, we'll continue then. Calmness and peace are the refuge of the reality we are with during the meditations. The void or nothingness that we feel during the meditation is the real taste of the real. Our consciously remembering that and molding ourselves is all sadhana about. Thoughts during meditation will be there, and it is only the nature of thought that varies. From very routine day-to-day thoughts to the thoughts of the divine is the progress that is very perceptible in sadhana. Absorbency will also be there, and they are intimations of the divine, and it is very assuring to us to move further in the path. You may please read the articles on concentration and control of mind of the master to fully appreciate the value of this system. Thoughts are the very nature of reality, and they will always be there. When they are in tune with reality, divine, we get absorbed condition. Otherwise, they are a bit grosser and we are aware of them. Absorbency during meditation is good. Kindly watch the type of thoughts that come to you after the state of absorbency that would give clues of progress. Regarding sleeping, while sitting, it is possible for one to sleep while sitting. As a matter of fact, samadhi itself is a deep sleep state which in certain yogic literatures is called Turiya. There are 4 states of consciousness called wakeful state, dream state, deep sleep state, and samadhi or turiya called fourth state. It is generally observed when a person advances in meditation, dream-like state ensues. This is due to arousal of Vishuddha chakra partially. Yoga Nindra is an advanced condition as compared to Mudha Nindra, which everyone has every day. The head drops down in Mudha Nindra state if a person sleeps while sitting. This happens, as you know, in travel in buses or trains or airplanes. Thoughts will be there during meditations and we have to ignore them as uninvited guests or brush them aside. The thoughts, if they are attracting your attention and you are pegged to them, that means that the sanskara connected with the thought is very strong. The nature of thought alone can give us a lead to understand further. That is, are the thoughts relating to house, property, husband, children, parents, job, etc., or are they related to sadhana, goal, etc., needs to be known. To feel restless is good, but to expect is not correct. One never sees anything nor hears anything. We feel internally all spiritual conditions. Patience, fortitude, forbearance, and tolerance are all virtues that we develop in the path, and this is the direct result of the direct and immediate presence of the divinity in the form of thoughtlessness, nothingness that we experience during meditation. So these are all the clarifications on the meditations. So before we start with point A, point B, any questions? Then we'll start with point A, point B meditations. Meditations on point A and B are the key for progress. These are not meditations of a passive nature, and it is our duty to maintain our thought on them, as pointed out by the Master. If we do not have that determination, very little can be said to have been done to deserve progress. It is difficult as the sensuousness is not that easy to get rid of. Cleaning of the lower self consciously by other practices than what the Master has stated, I feel, do not yield any great results, and in fact, this only strengthens our ego and also grants us a feeling we are self-reliant. Meditations on points A and B are excellent methods and we should rely on them more and more. Point A meditation. You cannot trust spirituality on to any person, however dear to us. Universal brotherhood, you may feel, should enable us to do this. Then why only those whom we know? Why not all? The prayer on point A talks of praying for all, not only to those whom we know, however good they may appear to be. The question is not goodness, but the commitment to sadhana and to Master's work. Point B meditation. Doing just point B meditation alone is not enough, as that is only preparatory to the meditation. Clarifications on point A and B meditations. Question. Little thoughts do come and I must have much more focus. I do feel the effect of this part of sadhana. Answer. Meditation on these points gives us results which years of austerity and penance cannot give. Please do practice sincerely and you will see the result yourself. Control over indriyas is the key to balance, and that can be easily achieved through the practice of these meditations. Sometimes I am very much focused, sometimes not. I have to improve a lot in point A. The meditation on these points is the key to the effectiveness of the system. So please do try and practice these regularly. Felt the need for help from Master since the lower tendencies cannot be controlled by self. Felt bit sleepy on some of the days. Very true. Lower tendencies of mind cannot be controlled easily by self-effort, as advocated in tradition. The method of meditations on point A and B are the means for attaining control and moderation in this realm. Many sensual thoughts, but when started thinking that they were master's thought, they vanish. That can only be temporary. Note also to what level you are trying to degrade the master when you adopt this method, even temporarily. Assiduous practice of A and B meditation is the only way. During meditations, if these thoughts come, you can as well brush them aside instead of trying to force them out. So this covers the clarifications on point A and B and the importance of point A and B to come out of the lower tendencies and the sensuousness. Anything to add, sir? Any questions? Any questions on point A, point B meditation? Okay, then we'll start with the cleaning. The importance of cleaning ourselves in the realms of the mind and yonder is more important than the physical cleaning which is necessary for good health. The period of 30 to 40 minutes is advised for cleaning. If it is in excess, there may be strain, as this is an active process of willing. I do think that you are not getting to states of absorption. We should get up from cleaning only when we feel we are clean, and it should not be a routine 30-40 minutes affair. But what is required is firm determination to be pure. Cleaning process is not aimed at any specific samskara, and to expect to get rid of something which you cling to consciously is not correct. Please do read the article on cleaning in Bodhayanti Parasparam. Not only negative feelings and thoughts, but even good feelings and thoughts have formed their coat on our souls. So the purificatory includes cleaning not only the negative samskaras, but also positive ones. Cleaning is a very important aspect of this sadhana. Please give more attention to it. Cleaning is a very important and a new feature of this system of meditation. Without proper cleaning, any amount of transmission does not yield good results. Cleaning is the most effective way to progress. Unless we get rid of our grossness and dross, transmission will not be able to do much, even as water flowing into the canals, which are silted, do not take much water inside. Dreams are source of getting rid of samskaras. They reveal the nature of life we might have led in this life and also in past lives. cleaning or purification of ourselves is the key to progress. Ocean of Bliss method of cleaning. Let us think about the process of cleaning. Thou art the ocean of bliss. We are seated in it. The waves of the ocean are passing through me, removing all dirt and disease. The first concept or idea that should get established in our mind is that Master is an ocean of bliss. But our intellect would question, is it not that we were told that Master is void? To stabilize our thought on this and maintain itself becomes difficult. The next idea that we are seated in it raises the question, how can that be? The next idea that the waves are passing through us raises the question, if I am seated, the waves can only pass over me. How can they pass through us? So on the thought goes. With this, the idea itself becomes difficult to maintain. But if the attitude that Master has given this technique and therefore let me accept and follow is there, and we start feeling happiness, joy, and bliss, we can easily practice this and come out of cleaning process every day with the feeling we are lighter. That at the end of cleaning we should feel light is what Master told, and that becomes possible. All this is not supposed to be told, but learned by practice. Cleaning of atmosphere. Regarding the cleaning of the atmosphere and the clarification sought for, I understand it like this. It is this pollution of materialism and other such things as mentioned by the Master that we have to attend to. Obviously, we cannot attend to this if we do not commit ourselves to that work in the proper manner. Please do read carefully Letters of the Master to my Father, number G 409 SRCM DT-15, July 1967. So date is 15 July 1967, in which the Master spells out that the person at the level of Dhruva is required to attend to the cleaning of the atmosphere. It is one thing to know and another to gain understanding, and lastly and most importantly, the permission to do that work. If permission to work as so and so in the field of spiritual hierarchy is not there, the work done also will suffer to that extent. That is the reason why permissions were sought by us to do the work before it is entrusted. It is not automatic that a person can practice. A surgeon can once he has, as a surgeon can once he has passed MS. It is necessary that he should develop the competence to do it. This has been one of the major casualties in the field of religion and spirituality. Any questions on the cleaning so far before we go to the question and answer? Let's continue with the clarifications on cleaning. Question: during cleaning, I had to sit for more than 45 minutes to feel light and relaxed, and during the period, I had to force my attention in cleaning from the thoughts coming continuously, because of which I feel sometimes a little headache also. I will be fine again after 10-15 minutes of my cleaning. Answer: regarding cleaning, do not bother too much about the pain. However, if you give yourself a suggestion at the commencement of the cleaning session that you will be getting up lighter after the process, you will not have the problem of headache. Also, do not try to be conscious of the specific dirt or dross getting out of you. This will make the cleaning session refreshing even as taking a bath, which is after all cleaning. would give you. Question. Due to the work schedules, I am unable to maintain the fixed timings for my evening cleaning. But if it is getting late, I am doing before going to sleep and also doing for a short time before I start my morning meditation. It is good practice to do cleaning before going to sleep, but please ensure that you do not fall a victim of vital instincts. The best way is to ensure that we meditate in a place other than the bed. Question. I get lot of thoughts during cleaning when I am unhappy only. Otherwise, I concentrate on the process. Answer. Cleaning means we are purging out what is not divine in us. The thoughts and feelings during cleaning may be good and also not so good. Since our goal is freedom, we have to get rid of all samskaras. Feeling light after cleaning, getting up with a suggestion that everything got cleansed. This means that you are offloading your samskaras, and that is good. Question. I'm regular in my cleanings. I'm not getting a refreshed feeling after the cleaning. It feels normal. Hence, I'm not sure whether my cleaning process was effective or not. I practice the smoke method. The definition of freshness or lightness is a very subjective matter. If you do not get crowded thoughts during meditations, you can safely assume that you are cleaning yourself well. During cleaning, I find some kind of a heat is leaving me. After cleaning, I find that I am relaxed and less irritated. Cleaning is an active process, so there is no surprise that you feel heat. I hope that is not inconvenient to you. Question. I do cleaning regularly in the evening time. Sometimes I feel lightness after cleaning. Answer. Lightness and freshness must always come after cleaning, even as it does after a bath. Question. Cleaning enables me to get back to the state which I got after morning meditation, after days full of activity. The evening cleaning does not restore us back to the condition that was subsisting at the end of the morning meditation. The cleaning process, when performed well, leads us to a state of purity and a feeling of lightness, encouraging us to proceed in sadhana with more vigor and interest. Question. I do get thoughts during meditation, during cleaning. Must I prepare myself before cleaning by reading books by our master? Cleaning means we are trying to get rid of our samskaras, and naturally, this will not be happy and calm. Over several lives, apart from this, we collected so many impressions, and all of them need to be washed. Please do read our literature on cleaning. Question. I feel heavy at times during cleaning. A firm resolve to be pure is there. Answer. Cleaning should leave us with the thought of being light. If you attend to the cleaning process in a natural way, without strain, you will feel better. Question. During cleanings, I get absorbed. Answer. Cleaning is an active process. On completion of that, we should feel light and relaxed. Absorption during cleaning session may indicate that instead of cleaning, you are meditating. Question. Since last month or so, I have been following Ocean of Bliss method for evening cleaning. Initially, when I switched to this method, it was very effective for me, and I used to feel very clean after 30 minutes of cleaning. Now, once again, I feel like going back to smoke and vapors method. I do not understand why there are such swings in my mood in following the method. It is wrong on your part to switch the methods. Do not switch the methods of meditation cleaning without the consent of the trainer. It can harm you. Question. Cleanings have been okay with the light to heavy activity in my back. Feel light after the cleanings. I think that to contemplate on the feelings after cleanings, I should leave a gap of at least a couple of minutes before my evening cleaning and 9 p.m. prayer? Answer: ideally, there should be a gap of few hours. As women, you have your problems with children and household work. Therefore, try to make the best possible adjustment, leaving everything to the will of the Master. Once I felt lying in dirty water and am getting cleaned. On 29th, felt brotherly feeling for other sadhakas. It is very amusing to note that you think of lying in dirty waters and get cleaned. Cleaning means coming out of dirt. During cleaning sessions, whatever may be the method, we should be assiduously busy with the task of cleaning if we want to get the results. Thoughts of others during cleaning, unless it is one of getting rid of attachments, have no place. I'm also observing effectiveness of process of cleaning on my mind. Answer: the effect of cleaning is mostly in manas and not buddhi. Try to recognize the difference. Question: during cleaning on certain occasions noted very clearly that certain very old memories, probably these didn't surface in last 15-20 years, came to surface. I was totally aghast on the recall of those and prayed Master to clear off those from this life. Answer: no prayer is due here. This is the way through Bhog we get rid of samskaras. Question: the journey that I have started is long and I have to reach the goal, so I should not be attached to the conditions that I am receiving from the Master. Otherwise, during the sittings, I have been feeling absorbed with full awareness that I am absorbed. Answer: you are perfectly right. We should never bother about the conditions, but only note if we can. Expectation and anticipation of conditions is a barrier itself in sadhana. This is dirt of the Vijnanmaya Kosha, and we should avoid this. Do not make the suggestion that the journey is long often, lest it becomes so. The goal is very near, and it is only cleaning that makes us feel the proximity. We'll take a pause here. Question: the most noticeable was my condition during my move to a new home. The first 2 weeks after the move were very frustrating and disappointing. In the new house, the motivation for sadhana was missing, and most of the time it looked like I'm fulfilling mere formality, and the devotion and love was missing from the sadhana. There were disturbing and lower order thoughts during meditation. However, I continued with my sadhana. It is true when you change your residence, you should first clean the house, and if we do not do that, the impressions of the persons who were there earlier will affect us for some time. Question: after doing cleaning for 15-20 minutes, I feel fresh. Should I stop cleaning at this point? Answer: no. No, cleaning must be done for full 40 minutes. Even though you may feel fresh after 15 minutes, still you have to continue the cleaning for the remaining time because some dirt may come up for cleaning at the 39th minute too. Question: I don't get involved in any activity during the day. Do I have to attend to the evening cleaning process? Answer: you must attend to cleaning even on those days when we don't get involved in any activity. Generally, we do any activity during the day, we accumulate mala, and this is clean. We start with cleaning mala. Then we go on to clean vikshepa. Therefore, if we don't do any activity and have not accumulated mala, we still should do the cleaning process because we can attend to the cleaning of vikshepa. So this completes on the cleaning.
Yeah.
Any questions on cleaning?
Yeah, I have one question on timing of the cleaning. Because of like evening calls, sometime the cleaning timing.
Cleaning timing is generally it's advised that after you finish, you come back from your office or finish your work, whether it is 6 or 7 or 8, then you should do the cleaning. I think it will be better if you do finish your cleaning before you have your night dinner, whatever it is. Because of computer, people who are working computer industry, they may not be able to come back but 5 or 6, which was the time during Babuji's time when everybody had 10 to 5 jobs. So we have to become flexible about it.
Thank you.
Sir, this cleaning of the place where you are doing the change of residence, in that case, we need to give a thought that entire house shall be cleaned
Naturally,
and wait for some time. Then
no, you give a thought that the grace of the master is flowing through this place and removing the dirt and disease, and you will feel when the cleaning is done, you will feel it. So that is what we do when we start when we attend to bandaras or samskar. We hold the bandaras in marriage halls and all that. The trainer one day before that, he does this process. You do it till you feel it is clean, then your mind will settle on the divine light easily. That's why when you go to any hotel or you're going on work to some other town and then you're staying in a hotel, you'll be disturbed. Then you have to do the cleaning of that place and then carry on your work.
It normally happens whenever you go on official work for outside hotel.
You have to do that. You have to do this cleaning. Just thought for few, depending upon the place. Suppose it is inhabited by good people and all that, less cleaning is required. You will come to know if you do it, you'll understand.
It would be generally around 15-20 minutes. Maybe you may have to sit on cleaning, or you feel if it is fine. Then
you know when you do the cleaning yourself, you will come to know whether you become clean or not. The same feeling you'll get when you apply your will to clean that place.
Okay. So it applies wherever we are, like in case if you are changing.
But in our places, you don't have to do, no? In our home,
regular
thinking it doesn't apply there.
A regular
place.
You
go to a new place. So when you're going to have a fixed place and asan for puja and first commandment, we generally sit in our prayer room. Our dining room, when we sit, we'll be thinking about the master, reading his books. So our home generally, who are disciples of Babuji, their homes are totally purified. So people actually, when they come to our home, they comment that we feel peaceful here. So that doesn't apply to Abhyasis. Only when you go to new place, this question has got some relevance.
And it would be very difficult while traveling, also very difficult to, like you are moving in a flight or you're in traveling in train, then to do dhyana also, sometimes maybe you may have to clean a lot. Then only
you can maintain constant remembrance. No? That is the challenge. That is the, you have to test your own bravery, how long you're able to retain the feeling of the presence of master in challenging circumstances. You take that as a challenge and try to test yourself whether you're able to, because when early morning before the sunrise in your prayer room, it is very easy to think about the master.
Right.
To try to feel the presence of master in a flight where so many people are thinking different thoughts. That's the challenge. You take the challenge to test yourself.
Okay.
If your mind is very stable, it should be capable of feeling the presence of master in all circumstances. Not only in in Abhyasi's company or in the early morning in your prayer room. That is a normal phenomena. But we want our mind to be stable under all circumstances. Not only during prayer, we should become an embodiment of prayer. That's yoga is, you're happy under all circumstances. That means your mind is stable under all circumstances. So you take that as a challenge and test yourself. Like yesterday's dairy saying, that's what he says, no, you should enter into the field like a soldier to test your own bravery for the task.
Sir.
So that way you have to think.
Sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Okay, we'll meet again next Sunday then.